Yep.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, give all glory and praises to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hakadash.
double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone. Honors and salutations to the full elect, pushing his word, truth, sincerity. Once again, we the Hebrew Israelites back out here with another Saturday through the Spirit of God, Yahweh Shai Shai. To wild to Yahweh Shai Shai once again, blessing us with another opportunity to push forth this gospel, this word, because we're in the latter days. All right, of America, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, okay? And we're out here to warn you, okay, blowing the trumpet, meaning to warn you of the coming evils that's to come on the society. All right, and we're in the midst of those evils, man. The Lord is visiting this earth, all right? He's visiting this earth every day. A lot of judgment is going out, okay? And as the days come and go, it's going to keep increasing. It's going to intensify until the one who the world Italy calls Jesus Christ, which his true name is Yahweh Shai, when he returns with the angels, they're going to wreak havoc on this place, as well as deliver the elect of these people in the sign. Okay? The 144,000, the 1/3.
That's right.
And the rest of these people, you people out here, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the 2/3 of you, they're going to be destroyed, man.
That's right.
Right along with these heathens. And the elites of the so-called white man, or these international bankers, they're going to be the first crops of slaves.
That's right.
That says the scriptures. So we're going to go into prophecy, man, about the destruction that's come on this society. The Lord willing, this is edifying to you brethren, or you sisters out there as well that believe, you know. So go ahead, bro, read that.
This is Isaiah 19:14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof.
Right, and we're in the midst of a perverted society, man. Where you have pedophilia, you have transsexualism at an all-time high. You know, that's why the Lord is plaguing this place with what you call it, the pox, the homo pox, the monkey pox. Right. All right. Because all this wickedness that's going on in this society is rampant. And these are the results of a society when the laws and statutes and commandments of the Lord are not being upheld. This is what you get, a society of chaos, a society of wickedness, man, pure evil, no order to it. Go ahead.
As a drunken man staggereth in his vomit, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do.
Going to the economy, man. Because these jobs, they're not cutting it. A lot of these jobs ain't paying people a livable wage.
Mm-hmm.
So what has happened? That's causing people to move in. That's why you see an influx of all kind of people out here in the traffic. Because people are moving in with each other because people can't afford to live on their own no more.
Shit,
so a lot of people are moving in with each other.
Our neighbors, man. Look at that.
Okay, so that's the cause of this economy, and eventually ain't gonna be no work. Okay, which is why they're gonna come with that, you know, that MOTB.
That's right.
You know, because they're gonna make it convenient. They're gonna make it to where, you know, when they affect your livelihood, because that's what people depend on. People go to work, you know, because, you know, that's the only way to make income.
Right.
To feed themselves, their family. They have some sort of shelter.
Mm-hmm.
When that's taken away, and when they come with that mark, they say, okay, you want to go back to how things work? You gotta take this mark, right? This Quran. And that's why a lot of people are gonna fall into that, man. And Lord willing, Lord keep His Holy Spirit upon us, brethren, you know, to endure to the end.
That's right.
Go ahead.
With Ecclesiastes 12:1, remember now thy Creator in the day of thy youth, while the evil day come not.
Right, you're supposed to remember the Lord in your youth. You don't wait until you damn near at the end of your life span to get right with the Lord. You're supposed to get right with the Lord as soon as possible. You know, but you do got brothers that wake up to this truth at that certain age. You know, you do got those cases. But for the most part, we're supposed to remember our Lord in our youth. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's the time to really, because that's the prime of your life. You know, those are what they call the best years of your life, so to speak. Okay, that's the time to seek the Lord. Not when you old, you did all your wickedness. Right, good.
Yeah, because the world teaches you to come to the Lord when all hell breaks loose. No, you get on the good terms of the greatness of the Almighty Lord and Hawaii outside when shit ain't gone bad yet. So when shit do get bad, he will know he'll come direct to you. Right? And then while the evil day come not, nor the year draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Right, and that's what it's heading to, man. It's gonna be days with no pleasure in them. You see, because when you go back into yesteryears, the more years you go back, and you see how people weren't as cold as they are now. People weren't as cutthroat and devious. I mean, you always had devious people out here, but it's worse, man. It's more. It's deceitful. You know, you got that shit is at an all-time high, man. That's why you see all this buffoonery going on. Okay, and they pushing that vibration through the music, through the movies, all right, these different television networks. Okay, and that shit, and you see the result of it, man. You know, this is why this place is gonna be destroyed.
That's right.
While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the cloud return after the rain. Here's the point, verse 3. And the day when the keeper of the house shall tremble.
Right, we get them things of international bankers. Because they don't, see, just like the Pharaoh of old, you know, he had his miracles, his wonders, but he wasn't messing with the Lord, man. You can't outdo the Most High. The Most High is the one that set this man up in the first place. Right. So he's deceived. The pride of thine heart have deceived.
That's right.
So, man, this man really believes he's in control.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And not any devil's in control, man. Nobody's in control but Yahweh Shem Shah.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders steep, because they are few, and though they look out the window, be darkened.
Right, because it's dark times. You know? A lot of these, you watch a lot of these, the doomsday preppers, even certain of those economists, where they forecast dark times, dark days. You know, they telling you to get gold, get silver, or to mess with those other currencies. You know, don't mess with the U.S. dollar. You okay? You got this you got the channel called Rethinking the Dollar. You know, so we in that time, and the Lord, man, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, open your eyes. You can clearly see what's going on, man.
Right.
Yeah, there was this guy. He's like a financial type of guy. He watches the economy and things of that nature. And he came forth and said that 2023 is going to be the year from hell. You know, it's going to be a year of hell, I should say. You know, because they're looking at things as they are right now, and like the scriptures say, there's no optimism here. You know, like they look out the windows and things be darkened.
Yeah.
You know, they see clearly that there's no hope for Babylon the Great. Inflation is going through the roof. The food supply chain is cutting off. All right, starvation and famine, those things are increasing in the earth. All right, and things as they are now don't seem to be getting any much better. Okay, so you got to come to the logical conclusion that look, dark days are ahead, man.
That's right.
That's what we're telling you. We're telling you that at the end of the day, these things are from the Lord. The scriptures say what? We prophesy war, evil, and pestilence.
That's right. That's right.
So evil meaning what? Bad times. Bad times are coming to America, Babylon the Great, man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, yep, go ahead.
This country is not, according to the scriptures, prophesied to go on forever, man.
That's right.
Bringing up
Yeah,
nations,
babe.
And he brings
Yeah.
down nations. This is that time right now.
That's right.
And these are the individuals here. This is the reason why the earth is in the state it's in right now. These motherfuckers, these are the keepers of the house that's going to be trimmed.
Go ahead.
Okay? Because our Lord, when our Lord returns, he's going to take these people down.
Right.
Okay? Because these are the men that the Lord, the Heavenly Father set up, you know, according to prophecy. They was going to rule the earth for a period, a time period. They had their time to rule, but now their time is up.
Right.
Okay, these are the people, you wanna know why your life is in shambles? You wanna know why? You in a rat race? You feel like you're not getting ahead? It's because these motherfuckers right here, man. They have the grip on the world right now.
Right, the ingredients down, man. Because their God that they serve is money. You know, money. Right. You know, gain, constant gain. That's all they want. They're sucking the people for everything that they got. That's why you can't seem to get ahead. You can't save your money. All right, because everything in this society you got to pay for it. Everything's attached to a bill. This bill, that's bill. You know, you get you a car, it's registration, there's insurance. Right. And these things are what reoccurring. You know, and at the end of the deal, all that money is going right to them greedy bastards. Right.
That's right, brother.
They can never have enough. You can tell you about that, man.
Right.
You know, because they don't serve the living power. They serve Satan. They serve the devil, man.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah,
They
bro.
set up the parameter of how you're gonna live in this society. And the new parameter that gonna usher in is what? The fourth industrial revolution.
Right.
All right, with the Internet of Things, with the Karama, the Internet of Body, all that stuff.
Right.
All right, the transhumanism agenda. That's like the whole state of California passed the whole bill of 30% of new cars still have to be electric. Why? Because then the same distance they tell you the electrical grid is weak and you can't charge a car from 4 to 8 p.m.
Right.
So that can show you that they're gonna control every move you're gonna make. Once they really get that gasoline car off the road and just to be electricity, and you're gonna be set, you can be put in a box, a parameter, where you can charge the car, where you can drive it, all that type of shit, man.
Right.
And we're not ignorant of taking devices, man. We're privy to knowing where you got kind of usher in.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you read that script book you just read about the grind to cease?
Ecclesiastes 12:3, and the day when the keeper of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. Look out of the window, be darkened.
All right, so
You once you get into the digital pay, credit card and debit card, there's a fee that the merchants have to pay for it. All right, and dealing with the transaction of digital, like swiping the card and whatnot. Just like the thing that they did back in the day of taking the gold and silver certificate out. All right, you couldn't have gold and silver no more. Now you ain't gonna be able to have cash no more. We like talk about they're gonna go straight into digital currency only.
Right, and you mentioned like how these major corporations are making money. Remember when the C-19 first hit, all these small businesses shut down, and all of these dudes that are these CEOs of these major corporations like Amazon, Jeff Bezos, Tesla, they started making billions, man. They made it a great profit. Why? Because everybody was flocking to them to buy everything, you know, to buy their goods and their products, man, because all these other small businesses had shut down.
Right.
And so what you see too is how companies like Amazon are moving towards implementing more digital-based ways of transacting. You know, the Amazon Fresh, you got to go in there, you know what I'm saying? And then you got, they started marketing the whole thing where you swipe your palm, you know, palm payments, things of that nature, man. So that's where you see society heading. Right. All right? And there's only going to be a few major stores that you're going to be able to go to, man.
That's right.
Going to that control.
Yep. Verse 4, and the door shall be shut in the street. That's talking about the business closing down.
Right here. Right here.
Yep. When the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughter of music shall be brought low.
Right. So all these things are being brought low. Like you mentioned with the car situation, everything being electric. Because why they make? Because think about it. A lot of the new age cars, new model cars, they have computers in them. You know, they have tracking devices in them. They can track your location. Right. That's why when you get on your phone and you drive places, it's on your phone. Navigation. Right. GPS navigation. All right. They have the satellites. You can go on Google and type addresses you used to live. You can look at your old apartment.
Right, you can look at the side view, side street, and the first company that came out with the whole tracker was OnStar.
Right.
And that was with the major American car company, GMC, with houses, Chevrolet, Buick, Hummer, fucking, what else? All those. So OnStar was the first one to come in into the car, do tracking. It's know when you get in the car accident and stuff. Right. That was the first phase of tracking your movement right there.
Right. Right.
And that was 20 years ago OnStar came about.
Right. And they also have power to shut off your car. Because you know they got things to where, you know, they got that Bluetooth system where, you know, your device has to connect to a certain a network for it to work. And most of the devices we use, you know, if you don't pay a certain bill, what happens? They cut your connection off with the network. So if you ain't got a network, you have no connection. Okay, you can have a phone, but if you don't have no service on it, you ain't gonna be able to use it. You know, so they can do the same thing to a car. They can cut your car off. You know, with these electric devices, man. You know, they got cars to where you don't even have to drive it, man. You know?
Yeah, they're trying to make your car like a moving phone.
Right.
Basically, like a moving phone. Like you said, they can cut it off anytime they want if you don't, you know, get down with a certain program or whatever.
Right.
Man, that's just crazy.
What?
That was it. I got a precept, bro. This is Haggai 1:6. Ye have so much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
Talking about the people on the sign. We bring the most to this society, but yet we the poorest. Okay? But that's getting ready to change, man. All right? The Lord didn't bring us here to be on the bottom forever. This was just a punishment. And that's what we're trying to explain to our people when we come out here. You know, we wasn't meant to be in a state of being destitute forever, man. Right. That was just a punishment because we moved the Lord to wrath.
Right, going to the enemy for the one of all things.
Right.
You know, that's only for a time.
Right. Because when you go to a job and shit, we can't write our Hebrew names on the application. Okay? When you go to the DMV and get a license, you know, you got your government name, your Babylonian name. Okay? And we got to speak this language. Go ahead.
Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe ye, but there is no warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes.
And that's the story pretty much a lot of Jakes in this society, man. You know, Talib Kweli had that song, Just to Get By.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
You know? And that's pretty much just Jake. Majority of Jake in this society, man. Jake just trying to get by. You know, but like I said, that's getting ready to flip. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord is hitting.
Like crazy, stealing, breaking in each other's homes, man.
Right.
You know, that shit is happening now, but
Motherfuckers come at you with guns. You see? When they don't get their money, you know what I'm saying? It's a problem. You know, they can come at you when you short their money, they can come at you with pistols. But when it's Jake, you know, coming with some pistols because they ain't got no money, then they label you a criminal. Okay? But this motherfucker going throughout the whole earth, big Mormon motherfuckers. Being Debo like to all these other countries. You see? But that's getting ready to change. Go ahead, bro.
That was it on that.
I had some.
Yeah, go ahead. Get mad from 24.
It's going back to Esau,
Yep.
you know, and his wickedness.
Yep.
But this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, starting at 1, reading to 5. It says, Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand, learn, ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord, sovereignty from the highest. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, I'll start at 2. It says, Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord, and sovereignty from the highest.
Right, so all that's coming to us by the Lord, man. Because we ain't got sovereignty in America. Okay, the fact that, like I said, when you go to work, anything that you got to do in this society, you gotta speak. First of all, you gotta speak this language. You gotta know some form of English. Okay, to have a decent job, to get a car, to get some place of residence. Okay, you need those things. We ain't in the position to give people residence. All right, we don't own shit here, man. Like it says, we gotta go to our enemy for the one of all things. That's every goddamn thing, man. Even the clothing. This ain't our clothing. You know? Go ahead.
Everybody said we can't even establish the law of the Most High here, man.
Right.
Now, if it was a righteous to go out and put him on 6 feet under the ground, hey, Esau locked us up for life, man.
Right. Right.
You know?
Exactly. Which shows you that this society, hey, two kingdoms can't stand. One has to fall, man.
Right.
Because there's certain laws that we can't keep here. You, like the brother said, you keep certain laws here, you put in jail. Or they'll try to put you to death.
Right. That's why the Lord said the prince of this world cometh and hath nothing in me.
Right.
You know, so Esau Edom in his spirit is not upright. And that's why you see, like it's talking about, he's been given power, but like it's going to go on to say, for power is given you of the Lord, sovereignty from the highest. That's
Right.
Job 9:24.
Right.
The earth was given into the hand of the wicked.
Right.
Let favor be shown to the wicked, that he will not learn righteousness, right?
Yep.
Who shall try your works? Try your work. That's what the Lord is doing. He's seeing what Esau Edom is doing in the earth right now.
Right.
It says, and search out your counsels.
Right.
You know, all the hidden things, the so-called Illuminati, things that he's doing underground, all his plans, his agendas right now, you know,
Right.
his NWO.
Right.
Verse 4, it says, because being ministers of his kingdom, ye have not judged the right,
Right.
nor kept the law.
Right. This man doesn't keep the laws of the Lord, man.
Right.
Like we mentioned last week, they got people working 7 days a week. What type of shit is that? Okay, look at the earth, the condition of the state of the earth. Okay, look what this man got us eating, the food. You know what I'm saying?
They trying to make it worse with giving us bugs and all that stuff.
Right. You know,
Crazy shit, man.
just wicked as hell, man.
But in 1983, Ronald Reagan passed the what was it, executive order or a bill that the Bible was the book of the land.
Right.
But like you just said, they don't uphold not one Bible.
Right.
I mean, one commandment, lost that commandment in the scripture.
Right.
So if we want to have an issue or something that needs to be dealt with, we can't go to court and use the commandment to our defense. They can just talk them right out and say, no, we have this law on the book, saying
Right.
such and such. But we can't use 1983 as a reference or a court case to get it overturned and get the judgment in our hand.
Right, like if you have you got a woman, a wife, right? Y'all been together or whatever, and she committed adultery on you, or you might have been suspecting she was. You set up a camera or something, and you catch her in the act, like, oh shit. If you was to bring that to Esau, he gonna probably look at you like you crazy, because they don't uphold the law of putting a woman to death or a man to death for committing
They
adultery.
don't uphold the law to put women to death. So
Right.
if you are a person with money, that will go against her. That shit works. Also,
Okay.
in the military, they don't play that shit in the military.
Oh, okay, I didn't know
So
that.
yeah, but you know, if you're a regular Jake, so
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, like overall,
Right,
because
yeah.
you can see, like overall, there's no judgment for
Yeah,
it.
ain't no
People
judgment.
get away with this. Got free,
Exactly.
period. Men and women.
And to show you that this place is complete that case for you,
Right,
man.
right.
Even if you are guilty, or even if she's guilty.
Right.
She got the money to pay those lawyers off, man, hey, and ride that shit out.
Right.
You can literally win, man.
Ultimately, the laws of both sides not being kept because of war. When I committed an act, and then when I was in the act, supposed to be put to death.
Right.
That's not supposed to be kept. Right.
So
right.
fuck all the lawyer fees, going to court, all that legal fees and all that bullshit. Hey, the simple answer is to inquire of the priest. They're gonna seek it out. They're gonna find out who's guilty. Boom, bam, whack. That's the end of it.
Yep.
That's the end all be all. It should be. Hey, that should be an open and shut case in one day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Well, Esau got a thing called double jeopardy. So if you go to court, say they charge you with a murder, can't prove that you committed the murder, and the jury finds you not guilty, they can't try you for that case no more, that murder no more. You see? But according to the scriptures, if that person did do it, and the Most High knows. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting off, Scott. Ain't no goddamn double jeopardy, man. You know? That show you that this man, he makes laws to where they can find loopholes.
The trial, the dude could commit the crime that day. The trial won't be until 2 years later.
Yeah,
you know, like
right.
that shit should be executed right then and there.
Right.
Like the dude that shot up Buffalo, New York. That motherfucker should have been brought to the back of the store and shot.
Right.
You know, that killed all them people. He live streamed the shit. Live streamed murdering people.
Right.
And this nigga went to a court case to be tried. Are you serious? Fuck that, man.
It's Psalm chapter 50, verse 16. But unto the wicked God saith, what hast thou done to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Yeah, talking about you, Esau, so-called white man. What you doing picking up the Bible? And it's the nerve of this devil, man. This motherfucker has people come in on court putting their right hand on the Bible.
switching up the Bibles and all that.
Right.
Different, different versions and all that stuff. Even with dealing with the Spanish version of the Bible,
Right.
took out words and all that stuff. The brothers in the north, he explained that shit to me, man. So pretty much the Most High used them brothers through Apostle Ramla to get the right breakdown for other northern brothers and sisters, man.
Yep.
The Spanish Apocrypha is fucked up.
Yeah.
Brothers was telling me that shit, man.
Yeah.
Damn, that man, he's truly the devil.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. And for all you know, when you go in there and swear in those Bibles, that shit could be an empty book.
Right.
You ain't never, has anybody ever opened that up and looked at it and read through it? It could totally be a fucking farce, man. It could just be made up words in that motherfucker.
Right.
Be goddamn Dr. Seuss.
Yeah,
Right.
words in there, for all you know.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And plus, the scriptures say not to swear on anything above heaven, on earth. You know what I'm saying? So that's just go to show. This, like the brother just said it, as the scriptures say, man, he's the devil, man. Go ahead.
Or this thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction.
Right, this man don't even follow instructions, man. He don't even keep his own law. This, like I said, this motherfucker make laws so later in the future he can rearrange it. He can change it, and so he can loophole what the fuck he did a decade ago.
Hey, you know what? These like these senators and like these House and senator dudes, they I forgot what the term is, but they'll have like a they didn't want to pass the law. They'll have like a cover for it, and then the rest of the page be blank. So they'll pass the law just based on that cover, and then once they pass, they'll go in and fill in what they really want to put into the law.
Right.
I forgot what the terminology is, but you look it up, they doing that shit. They just pass a whole bunch of stuff, and then once they get passed, they'll fill it in. But it'll be like 100 pages all blank.
Or they got that one shit where they'll appeal laws, which basically means like if they're gonna appeal law, it basically means that they're gonna change it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But hey, the Most High laws can't be changed, man.
Right.
Don't none of us have the power to go in there and change the Most High law and be like, you know what, we're gonna do away with 40 stripes minus 1 for this penalty.
Hey, Revelation 22 talk about adding and taking away. The Lord said He gonna add the plagues unto you.
Right, hey, get that. Yeah, go ahead.
Revelations.
The one in Daniel's, man, changes the times and seasons. I'm gonna make a point.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Revelations 22 and 18, for I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book.
Yeah, hey, that's the main focal point of this book is prophecy.
Right.
Anything outside of that is gibberish, especially these stupid ass Christians.
Right.
Any other denomination, like, all right, whatever. Let's just talk about these prophecies that's kicking your ass. Throughout the four corners of the earth. It's all corners of the Bible.
Yeah.
Not the Quran, not any other fucking book.
That's right.
Scriptures, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book.
Right, man. Hey, that's Esau and our people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the only ones that's written in the book of life are the Israelites.
Yeah.
So the person that has the authority to tamper with the book, they had at one point had the Bible Destruction Group.
Right.
Literally had a group called the Bible Destruction Group.
Right.
That's Esau, man. You know, but it's all according to prophecy. Go ahead and
You
get
want
it.
to start at the point or start at 23?
Yeah, you can start at that's cool.
23, thus he,
Quote the scripture. Daniel's
to like Daniel 7 and 23,
Yeah.
thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms.
So that's dealing with the ancient Roman Empire, reincarnated into the modern day Roman Empire, which is the beast. EU, United States, NATO. Alright?
About the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces.
Right.
And the 10 horn out of the kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them, and he shall be like it shall be diverse from the first.
Yeah, that's America coming out of the 10 horns and all that stuff. Reincarnated. NATO, you know, the modern day NATO, we're dealing with the North Atlantic Treaty Organizations. Started with like 19 nations. They go back to ancient Roman Empire with the ancient names, with the Swahili, the Burgundies, the Anglo-Saxons, the Saxons, so on and so forth. Franks, Lombards. Go ahead.
And he tried to do like and he tried to be diverse from the first, and he tried to do 3 kings.
Right, it's dealing with the American Revolutionary Wars that they had with the Spanish, French, and the British.
Yep.
Right, because pretty much the reason why they were so diverse, because America came in under the plebeian and patrician system, democratic and republican system, man.
Yeah, no other kingdom had that.
They had that, yep. Go ahead.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High,
Right.
and shall wear out the state of the Most High.
Yeah, the great words, it links up with prophecy, mingling a perverse spirit. And the brother started off with Isaiah 19. Esau is the most High used to mingle that perverse spirit
Right.
throughout the four corners of the earth, man.
Yep.
All types of, man, hypocrisy, lies, you name it, man, blasphemies.
Yep.
At that
You know?
wine, that golden cup.
Right? Believe they could achieve the immortality through artificial intelligence. You know, that little punk motherfucker, whatever his name is, we don't need God and all that stupid shit.
Right.
You know? That do is thy woke spirit.
Right.
The pride of thy heart has deceived you, man.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead.
And think to change time and law, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and dividing of time.
Right,
Yep.
dealing with our slavery.
Yep.
We were given into his hand to
Yep.
fulfill prophecy. That's the, hey, tamper with the book. He tampered with history.
Right.
He tampered with every fucking thing
Yep.
for him to fulfill prophecy as him being the wicked.
Right.
As him being Esau. And we found his ass out.
Yep.
For the
That's
Holy
right.
Spirit.
That's right.
That tampering didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Right. Tamper with the relics. You know,
Right.
He tampered with everything. The
Right.
laws, like you said.
Right, it didn't work.
Yep.
So the point that I'm trying to make is, due to the fact he been tampering all this stuff, the Heavenly Father already got things set up as it's supposed to be. Now we see the effects
Right.
Right.
of the wicked doing these things is fucking up the earth.
Right.
It is fucking up life.
Yeah.
So the only way that this earth is going to be able to sustain itself
Yep.
and have life and prosperity, this man has to be moved out the way.
That's
That's
right.
the effects of this shit. Like, man, this ain't right.
That's
Because
right.
everything has a purpose.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The clouds have a purpose. Where the fucking clouds come from? From the fucking ocean, man. It's like there's all types of stuff how this earth has been made.
Yep.
It maps out perfectly.
Yep.
You have in the ocean, the goddamn dolphins and birds know like these certain fishes.
Yeah.
It's in the ocean. We gotta go eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's doing that, man? Whose side's doing that, man?
That's right. That's right.
Check out that fucking Netflix series called Earth, man. I was blown away last night. I was like, man, look at that shit.
Yeah.
It's so fucking up everything.
Yeah, bro.
Everything fucked up.
Everything's fucked up, man.
Yep.
Because the animals and all that, they're all programmed.
Yeah.
And as ain't nobody has to tell them to do what they do. Everything is just doing what it
Right.
does
Right.
naturally. It's
Naturally.
a natural system. It's
Right, yeah,
ingrained
Esau's
in their
fucking up the
mind.
natural system, man.
Yeah. That's right.
That's the word,
Biology,
man,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, when he fucking up the biology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole ecosystem is
It's a
fucked.
cycle.
This shit is
Yeah.
fucked up, man.
Yo.
Yeah, it's like the Most High pushed the button and the machine just started working.
Right.
But here he come throwing shit in the machine and, you
Yeah.
know.
Taking parts off,
I'm
moving the
plugging the
levers,
cord,
Yeah.
plugging it back in.
putting water in the gas tank, you
Yeah,
know?
put the wrong oil and shit.
I got a precept. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Hey, that's what we're dealing with today in America.
Mm-hmm.
All types of unrighteous decrees are being passed throughout the four corners of the earth.
That's right.
This whole feminist movement, man. Oh, this whole feminist movement, they pushing it through the movies, man.
Right.
It's heavy.
Yep. Yep.
That's an unrighteous decree.
Yep.
So you got a lot of men out here that testosterone all fucked up. They don't know what to do with themselves.
Right.
The women are in a position of authority, man.
Right.
This homosexual agenda that's being passed. This transgender agenda being passed.
Yep.
You even got transgender fucking hookers, man.
Right.
Fucking T.S. Sammy.
Right.
What?
Right.
I swear to you, man. It's
Hell
out
yeah.
of control.
It's real.
Women over men, like
Yeah, it's
why
out
the
of
fuck
control.
why the fuck is Megan Thee Stallion playing a hawk? Like what kind of shit is that?
Playing the what?
The She-Hawk.
Nah, that's not making a star playing She-Hulk.
Oh, I thought it was a. They
Nah,
said
it's
something
either-
about her taking a role, some shit like that.
Nah, that shit is already out.
But I just use it as to say like women over men, like
Right.
you know that's a man animation, you
It's
know.
just being pushed heavily, like
The woman king.
through the music.
Yeah,
Right.
what the-
That shit,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the movies, all the movies is like that now, man. You know, where they're putting these women in like the manly, the conqueror
Yeah.
position. All the men are weak, the men die, and then the fucking women be successful and conquer the alien at the end of praise.
Oh, man, that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah,
Fucking
we
some
pray.
bullshit. Another movie I was thinking about, the new Black Panther.
Oh,
She
yeah,
looks
yeah.
good.
Right,
It
yeah.
looks damn good.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. But the mom is in charge.
Right.
The power got passed on to the daughter, whatever the fuck, man.
Right,
Come on, man.
Fucking
Only in our book, in the Bible, only one time, Israelite woman tried that shit. She got killed within, I think, 24 hours. Athaliah, or within a week.
Yeah.
That's not profitable, but it's prophecy, man.
Right.
It's probably all types of righteous decrees. What they about to pass December 18th. It's on the books. The change is fucking. They're gonna get rid of the dollar and all that stuff, man.
No, 13.
December 13th. Salaki.
And it's, 'cause, you know, that 13, that's
Right,
the
it's
elite
symbolic.
number. Yeah.
Yeah, so all types of, man, we've been in our righteous decree society.
Right.
Just the Most High hasn't opened up our minds to it, man.
Right.
Every man, woman, and child out here is supposed to have their own water source, their own animals, their
Right.
own land, bro.
Exactly.
All right? They ain't supposed to be paying rent on that shit.
Right.
This is God's green earth. That's our righteous way to live, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
Your own water source, man.
Right.
So it's so many aspects, so many levels of what's going on to where the Most High, the countdown has begun to end the society, man.
Right.
Hey!
Because
Right.
ain't no life, it's literal. No life shall be saved, man.
That's right, bro. 'Cause this,